What if breaking the rules could make your living room look more cinematic and visually captivating? Welcome back to Home Decor Inspiration, where we explore creative ways to transform everyday spaces into stunning interiors. Today, we are diving into the art of asymmetry and how it can elevate your living room design. Get ready to see balance in a completely new and inspiring way. Positioning a sofa slightly away from the room's center introduces a subtle sense of movement and visual intrigue. This intentional imbalance encourages the eye to travel across the space rather than settling immediately in one place. To maintain harmony, complement the offset sofa with a tall floor lamp or sculptural plant nearby. The contrast between the anchored seating and surrounding elements creates a cinematic layering effect. This approach works especially well in modern interiors that embrace negative space and relaxed composition. Ultimately, the room feels curated yet effortless, as if captured in a thoughtfully composed film scene. A gallery wall concentrated on one side of the room can create a powerful focal point without overwhelming the entire space. By clustering frames of varying sizes and styles, you introduce rhythm and personality into the environment. The opposite wall remains minimal, allowing the decorated side to command attention naturally. This imbalance generates a cinematic tension that feels dynamic rather than chaotic. Carefully chosen artwork can reinforce a theme, color palette, or narrative throughout the living room. The result is a space that feels expressive, curated, and visually engaging from multiple angles. Using a single curtain panel drawn to one side can dramatically reshape how light enters the room. This asymmetrical approach frames the window in a way that feels both casual and intentionally styled. Natural light becomes a directional element, highlighting textures and surfaces unevenly across the space. The effect mimics cinematic lighting, where shadows and highlights guide the viewer's attention. Pairing this look with neutral fabrics enhances the softness and fluidity of the design. Overall, the room gains a relaxed yet artful atmosphere that feels spontaneous and visually rich. Combining different seating styles introduces contrast that immediately captures attention within a living room setting. A structured armchair paired with a softer lounge chair creates a dialogue between formality and comfort. This asymmetry adds depth, making the space feel layered rather than overly coordinated. By selecting complementary colors or textures, the contrast remains cohesive instead of conflicting. The arrangement encourages flexibility in how the space is used and experienced. As a result, the room feels inviting, dynamic, and thoughtfully curated without appearing overly staged. Staggered floating shelves arranged in irregular patterns bring a sense of movement to otherwise static walls. This layout allows you to display objects in a way that feels organic and evolving. Books, ceramics, and small plants can be arranged asymmetrically to create visual storytelling moments. The negative space between shelves becomes just as important as the items displayed upon them. This interplay of filled and empty areas enhances the cinematic quality of the room. Over time, the arrangement can be easily updated, keeping the design fresh and engaging. Placing a rug at a slight angle disrupts the traditional alignment of furniture and architectural lines. This unexpected orientation introduces energy and motion into the living room layout. The diagonal placement can make the room feel larger by visually expanding its perceived boundaries. Furniture arranged around the rug gains a more relaxed and informal character. This technique works particularly well in minimalist spaces that benefit from subtle visual disruption. The result is a composition that feels dynamic, modern, and effortlessly styled. An off-center pendant light creates a striking focal point that immediately draws attention upward. This deliberate placement challenges traditional symmetry while adding a sense of drama to the room. The light source becomes both functional and sculptural, enhancing the overall design narrative. Shadows cast by the fixture can create layered visual effects across walls and furniture. Pairing the lighting with complementary decor elements helps maintain balance despite the asymmetry. The final look feels cinematic, as though the room has been carefully lit for a film scene. Applying texture to only one portion of a wall introduces depth and contrast without overwhelming the entire space. Materials such as wood paneling, fabric, or textured paint can create a rich visual backdrop. This asymmetrical treatment draws attention to a specific area, guiding how the room is experienced. The untouched portion of the wall provides balance through simplicity and restraint. Together, these elements create a layered composition that feels intentional and refined. The space gains a cinematic quality, where textures interact with light in subtle and compelling ways. Styling a coffee table with an uneven distribution of objects creates a sense of casual elegance. One side can feature stacked books, trays, or decorative pieces, while the other remains mostly clear. This contrast highlights the curated elements without making the arrangement feel cluttered. The empty space allows each object to stand out and be appreciated individually. This approach mirrors cinematic composition, where focus is carefully controlled within a frame. The overall effect is balanced yet relaxed, enhancing the room's visual appeal. Focusing decor elements within a single corner can create a strong visual anchor in the room. A combination of a chair, lamp, artwork, and plant builds a layered and inviting vignette. This concentrated styling contrasts with the rest of the space, which can remain more minimal. The asymmetry encourages movement, drawing attention toward the curated corner naturally. Lighting within this area can further enhance its prominence and mood. The result is a cozy, cinematic moment that adds depth and personality to the living room. Arranging decor elements at varying heights on one side introduces rhythm and visual complexity. A tall plant, mid-height lamp, and low stool can form a dynamic vertical composition. This variation prevents the space from feeling flat or monotonous. The clustered heights create a sense of hierarchy, guiding the viewer's eye through the arrangement. The opposite side of the room can remain simpler to maintain overall balance. This technique adds dimension and a cinematic layering effect to the interior. Hanging artwork slightly off-center above a sofa challenges traditional expectations of symmetry. This placement creates a subtle tension that feels modern and intentional. The surrounding negative space enhances the artwork's presence without overwhelming the wall. Complementary decor elements can help balance the visual weight across the room. This approach allows the art to become part of a larger composition rather than a standalone piece. The result is a sophisticated and cinematic arrangement that feels thoughtfully curated. Applying a bold color or wallpaper to only part of a wall introduces a striking visual contrast. This asymmetrical treatment frames a specific area, such as a seating zone or focal point. The untouched portion of the wall provides relief, preventing the space from feeling too intense. This balance between boldness and restraint creates a dynamic and engaging environment. Lighting can further enhance the color, adding depth and variation throughout the day. The overall effect is dramatic yet controlled, evoking a cinematic atmosphere. Styling a bookcase with uneven distribution of objects creates a sense of movement and personality. One side can be densely filled with books and decor, while the other remains more open. This contrast highlights individual pieces and prevents the display from feeling overly rigid. The negative space allows the arrangement to breathe and evolve over time. This asymmetrical approach reflects a curated yet lived-in aesthetic. The result is a visually interesting feature that enhances the room's character. Placing a bold sculptural object on one side of the room immediately draws attention and establishes a focal point. The object's form and texture can add depth and artistic interest to the space. Surrounding elements should remain minimal to allow the piece to stand out effectively. This imbalance creates a sense of drama and intentionality within the room. Lighting can be used to highlight the sculpture, enhancing its presence further. The final composition feels refined, expressive, and distinctly cinematic. Grouping plants of varying sizes on one side of the room creates a lush and dynamic visual cluster. The different heights and shapes introduce natural rhythm and movement into the space. This arrangement contrasts with a more open area on the opposite side, maintaining balance. Light interacting with the leaves adds texture and depth throughout the day. The greenery brings a sense of life and freshness to the living room environment. Overall, the composition feels organic, vibrant, and effortlessly cinematic. As you have seen, asymmetry is not about imbalance, but about creating visual harmony through contrast, movement, and intentional design choices. From off-center layouts to layered textures and bold focal points, each idea brings a unique cinematic feel to your living room. If you enjoyed these inspirations, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Home Decor Inspiration, and share your favorite idea in the comments below.